Tonight on News 19 at 11, a state budget proposal could mean more money for teachers. We've got the details. Plus, an Orangeburg County child is back in South Carolina after her mother was found dead. We hear from the family of 5-year-old Aspen Jeter on the road ahead. And construction continues on a new development in Forest Acres, the effect it will have on residents this week. All that and more when News 19 at 11 starts right now. Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 19. I'm Kaylin Hagwood and we begin with an update on a story we've been following since November as 5-year-old Aspen Jeter is now home safe with her family. Let's take a look at the timeline. Right after Thanksgiving, Jeter's mom was found dead in their Orangeburg County home, leading to a multi-week search for the 5-year-old that gained national attention. Well, she was found safe in Virginia in December. Her father, now in custody, charged with murder in her mother's death. Tonight, we're hearing from Jeter's family, who says she's finally home in South Carolina and getting the care she needs. Here's News 19's Nate Stanley.
It's awesome. God is good.
That's how Paulie Jumper and his family are feeling now that his 5-year-old niece is in their custody. Aspen Jeter was labeled missing after her mother, Crystal Jumper, was found dead in her home on Thanksgiving. After weeks of searching, she was found in Virginia with her father, who is now in police custody, charged with Crystal's murder. Jumper says once she was found, it wasn't easy getting her back to South Carolina.
Yeah, definitely a lot of paperwork, for sure. Phone calls, and doctor's appointments, and DSS process. I mean, it's just stuff we just had to do.
Now he says Aspen is living with his son and his daughter-in-law. They shared these photos of her. Jumper says it's been a new challenge taking care of Aspen, but a challenge that they are happy to take on.
It's life-changing for him. She needs 24-hour care, so it's a challenge, but we're going to win it. She is in therapy and she's getting better.
On Saturday, family and friends gathered in Orangeburg to celebrate Crystal's life during a memorial service. Jumper says he is going to miss getting calls from his sister, who he described as a great mother.
Aspen was Crystal's heart, so she was loved.
In attendance on Saturday was Aurora Perardo. She says she was a friend of Crystal's and would occasionally watch Aspen. She shared these photos of Aspen and her mother.
When I hear about her mom passing away too, it's pretty hard.
She notes Aspen has a condition that makes personalized care crucial and is thankful she is home and receiving the care she needs.
Oh, I was really happy when I heard that she was alive and she was coming home.
In Orangeburg, Nate Stanley, News 19, WLTX.
Well, her father, Antar Jeter, is still being held in Virginia and has a court appearance on the 12th. Now in Columbia, a boil water advisory in effect for some water customers living in Irmo. Columbia Water says a 6-inch water main break is disrupting service for those living near St. Albane's Road. Take a look at your screen. These are the areas affected by the advisory. While the agency works to fix the issue, those living in these areas are asked to boil their water for at least a minute before drinking or cooking. We will let you know when that advisory is lifted on air, as well as our website, WLTX.com. Now, the process to build a new park in Forest Acres is moving forward tonight. City leaders say the park will include a small splash pad, food truck parking, a spot for fishing in Gills Creek as well. Now, as the new bridge is being installed, they ask residents to expect some noise starting next week, which could last about 3 weeks. The full development should take a little over a year and is being funded by the State Department of Transportation and federal funds through the American Rescue Plan. Well, looking ahead to tomorrow, Irmo leaders are planning to meet with residents over potential plans to make a downtown district in that area. Town councils say that the proposed district would span from Carlisle to Church Street along the backside of the town's community park. Well, the town would need to buy the land, but some homeowners in the area say they don't want to leave their homes. Irmo Town Council is set to meet with homeowners about the proposal tomorrow afternoon at 4 at the Macedonia Baptist Church. Yesterday, Governor Henry McMaster proposed several items for this year's state budget, including raises for teachers. The proposal provides step increases of $2,500 with the goal of bringing the minimum teacher starting salary to $50,000 by 2026. Well, this comes as districts around the state are working to find their own ways to retain staff, including in Lexington Richland 5.
So for any teacher in the first 3 years of their career, as identified by their certificate, can be eligible for up to $2,500 per year to offset some student loan costs, or can be paid directly to them.
Well, as those efforts continue, it is just one budget item on the list of considerations for lawmakers in this upcoming session. Here's a look at some of the other proposals from the governor on how that state budget could be used. First, he's hoping to see roughly $800 million go toward the State Department of Transportation to address road and bridge improvements. He'd also like roughly $380 million to go toward infrastructure projects that improve water and sewer systems around our state. Well, you can view more of the governor's proposal on our website, WLTX.com. Lawmakers will consider that request during the upcoming legislative session, which starts next Tuesday. All right, if you were at the State House today, certainly some beautiful weather. Corey, it's been kind of nice outside.
You know, feeling like spring, Kaylin. We had those storms in the middle of the week, temperatures in the 60s. I don't know if you got outside, but definitely
I did get outside. I spent some time, and it's definitely been a change over the last week.
Yeah, and you know, we're starting off at 2023, one of the warmest years on record so far. We're going to talk more about that in the full weather coming up, but you can see across the area tonight we are dry. There's some rain out towards the west, but overall a quiet night expected here across the Midlands with overall mild temperatures. We actually started off right at freezing here in Columbia this morning, more like the 40s as we go into tonight. In fact, that's where a lot of us are right now. 46 in Winsboro, 45 in Camden, 41 in Manning, and 51 in Lexington. As we go into tomorrow, a lot more cloud cover in the picture, so our temperatures are going to be a couple degrees cooler, getting into the lower 60s once again, though. We're going to talk about all this mild weather in the forecast and if it's going to feel like winter anytime soon. Back to you, Kaylin.
Thank you so much, Corey. Taking a look around the nation now, after more than a dozen votes over the past several days, the House of Representatives finally has a new speaker. Late last night, House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy was sworn in as Speaker following 15 rounds of voting. Well, following McCarthy's nomination, newly elected members of Congress were sworn in. The House is now adjourned until Monday. Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin released his first statement since being hospitalized last Monday. At that time, Hamlin went into cardiac arrest during a game against the Cincinnati Bengals, and he's been in critical condition ever since. Well, earlier tonight, he posted this picture on Instagram, thanking his fans and team for nationwide support he's received in the last week. Right now, doctors say he remains in critical condition, but say his neurological function has significantly improved. Taking a look around the community now, this one is for TV and video game lovers. Tomorrow could be your chance to see Columbia's Anime and Video Game Expo. The convention is being held at the Jamil Temple in Columbia. Now, the first night wrapped up earlier this evening. The convention offers an arcade gaming room and vendors offering items from some of your favorite games and TV shows. Well, organizers say despite this being the first expo, it is drawing a large crowd.
We had over 1,000 attendees today. People came out. There was 75 vendors, artists out here selling crafts, tons of things. We had a video game room. There's a VR arcade outside. We had food trucks. So just a fun time for everybody, the whole family.
Well, if you would like to get in on the fun, the last day of the expo is tomorrow. It starts at 11 in the morning and ends at 5. If you're interested, you can buy tickets online. Prom, of course, a special time in high school many teens looking forward to. And to help them get prepared, we are bringing back the Cinderella Project. Now, if you'd like to help, you can drop off gently worn or new dresses, shoes, and accessories at more than a dozen locations, including our station. We will be collecting those items here until Wednesday, February 15th. Well, to what Corey said earlier, we have had some stormy weather around the Midlands, but sunshine is going to take us through the rest of the weekend. We've got a closer look at your forecast just after the break.